I'm going to start. So this is a kind of an agenda. So we will be talking about smart search, personalized recommendation, smart chatbot, predictive analytics, smart compose, and homepage redesign. It will be an Indico homepage redesign. So I go to the first one, which is smart search. I guess every one of us has seen that Indico search is kind of a keyword and phrase based. We enter some keywords and then it matches a full text search around the events, contributions, materials. But smart search is something which is basically a natural language processing, where I could say, let's go to the next, natural language queries and return relevant results. So here are some examples. So what are the upcoming conferences for particle physics? So we could have that natural language in the search, and the smart search will understand the user intent and show the related results. So the next example is kind of show the events at CERN for the next 3 months. So upcoming events will be shown by the smart search. And the next is a conference related to something, a specific topic. So this is basically smart search. And I go for next one, which is personalized recommendation. I guess we all have seen this in YouTube, Netflix, so that whatever our interests are, we get it on the homepage and it's basically there. So we can integrate that on Indico, but not like YouTube because it gets a little overwhelming, and we see that entire things which are of our interest are there, and we do not see anything else. So I've designed the Indico homepage in a particular way so that it's not get little overwhelming, and we see the other things as well. Okay. So it's a machine learning to recommend events and content based on user interest and location. Oh, that's it. User interest and location, just like Netflix and YouTube. And the next one is smart chatbot. This is famous right now with ChatGPT. Everyone is doing queries and chatting with the ChatGPT. So, but this one is specific to the Indico, where we can have something and the users can query few things, like you can see in the example on the right side. So a user say, how can I contact the organizers? So AI responds that it is on the event display page, please check out this thing. Or if it's on the event page, AI can give the contact details from that particular event if it's entered and show it. And so this is a kind of a chat. Is there a deadline for registration? It replies that deadlines are specific to the registration forms and are available under the title of the form. So it could be kind of generalized for the entire Indico, or it could be a context of event. So this is just a little proposal. So a chatbot that can answer user queries, provide event details, assist with the registration. So these are just the examples which I just mentioned. So I'm going to stop a bit over here if there are questions in all the 3 topics. Smart chatbot. So smart chatbot, it was personalized recommendations and smart search. Any questions?
Sorry, you don't really need a...
Is there a question, or I just continue? I couldn't hear it. So.
I think it was more of a comment.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
I don't know. You're becoming old.
Usually, if I see a chatbot, what I write is talk to a human in the hopes that it can actually...
I see it exactly your way, but I think my kids won't understand.
We're the 1%. Not the...
One would have to type something, and it's not even about getting out, it's just about being lazy. I would be too lazy to type that.
I think it's not about typing, it's about getting used to it. And you're used to do that, and probably in 5 years more than now, you will be used to just type something and get the answer.
Right. No, when I'm older, I type less.
Yes, and old people will never change, including us. But
on the smart search side, Isn't it easier if I literally just write particle physics in the search field and then click on filter by type conference? It seems like easier, maybe on the same topic, easier than like writing, show me all conferences on particle physics.
Correct. So there are some things where people like to do not go into that huge list and search for particle physics. And maybe they like the user doing natural language queries, like Google. People are nowadays doing the actual, entering the question instead of keywords. So that's why there's a smart search, so that it can understand the user intent and the user's way of speaking things, and not the keyword based. It's easy for us. We are the IT people. We like to do things in a short way, but the user wants something natural language. Yes, Da.
Just a quick comment. In terms of I would say the home page, that's, I think that needs some design refresh outlook, if I may put it diplomatically.
Yeah, that's
Oh, come on, you don't need to write
that's
no
there.
faces.
It's the last page of slide. Yes.
I want to go back to these two here.
After this crazy chatbots, I go to predictive analysis. So this is a kind of a tool which could help the conference managers and also the users. Like they could see that some events are really popular based on their past attendance. So giving an example of UN, there are certain events which happens frequently, like UNCTAD 14, then there's UNCTAD 15, and they have really high number of registrations. WHO has World Health Assembly, which keeps on happening. So it can predict that there will be a certain number of registrations, and according to it, conference manager can book a venue according to those data which we could gather from the past, and also how the trajectory goes in the registrations. Like there are last moment registration and everything. So we can also automatically find the trending categories. So at the UN we have many categories, but the trending could be UNCTAD, WHO, the top ones which have regular events with the many registrations. So at the UN we don't keep the prices for the tickets, but if someone is using the price for the events, then it could be dynamically arranged that people who registered first have the less price, and who goes for the last moment registration could increase. But I don't like this feature as well.
Conference organizers like it.
But nowadays, if we see the railways and flights, on the last minute the price shoots up.
Train tickets and everything, they use the same thing.
Yeah.
Hotels.
So this is a kind of thing, I guess you all might have used it in Gmail's Outlook. Anyone who has not seen this feature in Gmail or Outlook, which is as we type, we get the suggestions with it. Everyone has seen it? Yeah, so we can add this feature in Indico Send Email, which is for conference managers. There is an option to send an email. We could add this kind of a thing so that when they type, they get the suggestions. And with this one, I also added something with the love of GPT, which is recently happening. So conference manager can enter their prompt, and they get result from GPT over here. Then they can modify it and send. Easy job for them. So next one. So these are just the details that automatically completes commonly used phrases or sentences. And here it is, Da's favorite. So it looks like Netflix, I guess.
Yes.
It was on my mind. So here we have trending categories. So trending events. So here is trending searches, which is predictive analysis, which we are doing. So it all is over here. It can be scrolled from this arrow over here. And then it's a user-specific, only one layer, which is recommended events, which is kind of a user-specific, where if I am interested in tech conferences, I see only the tech conferences. If I am on World Health thing, then I see all those kind of thing across categories. Like in article physics could be in multiple categories across in Indico CERN, but I see all the relevant to me at the one slide, and I can scroll it. So, is it nice or it's boring?
It's nice.
If you want to comment, but go ahead.
It would be kind of complex. So I mean, to implement this properly, it will be really, really hard.
Correct. Yeah, it needs a lot of data and algorithms to be trained, and then a lot of computation power. So it's just an idea, just a brainstorming about the AI things which already exist. This is not something innovative. These things are already there in the market. And how we can integrate them with the Indico, if you like. Yes, Thomas, do you have? No. Okay. So these are kind of which I already explained. There's a floating chatbot over here. I guess you can see. Yes, thank you.
Okay, I think we've already had enough questions for this presentation. Thanks a lot for the very provocative content and for all the discussion generated. I think